Hey Mosaic Souls, this is Rachael Alexander, artist and Mosaic Soul mentor, aka health and wellness coach. I wanted to come in here and do this sort of impromptu masterclass all about the 6 wellness secrets that you can take or learn and apply to your life right now to reset your life, transform your energy, and be able to go from burnout to more balanced and more just centered and blissful, and just get out of that cycle of overwhelm and fatigue. So I'm super excited to talk about this because if you are someone who struggles with struggling to wake up out of bed every morning, if you're struggling, hitting that snooze button every day, if you're having that 3 p.m. slump in the afternoon, if you're finding that you have poor digestion, or you are struggling with other minor or even major health problems, then this masterclass is really going to be for you, because it's going to talk about these health secrets, not really secrets, but secrets that most people just don't know about, that can really transform their life and their energy in general, and really just get you back on track to feeling normal again and feeling like yourself again, and just feeling more in tune with who you want to be on the planet, and to really fuel your passions and your life. So before we dive in, I'm basically going to show you how to go from burnout and to balance and blissful with using what I call my Thrive Roadmap method, without having to move to a remote mountain or somewhere where you have to meditate and remove yourself from society, or without taking drugs, pills, or potions, or years of therapy. So my promise to you is really to share with you like a step-by-step strategy for really getting back to health and wellness in your mind, body, and spirit. So it's not just about the foods you eat, which we'll talk definitely a lot about that, but it's all about just the whole mind, body, spirit connection, and getting back in tune with that in your body. So I'm super excited to talk about this. So my question to you is, do you struggle with burnout and fatigue? Do you struggle with waking up in the morning and finding yourself just not really wanting to get out of bed? Does this sound like you? Are you tired of having to, fuel your body or fuel your day with 3 to 6 cups of coffee a day just because you're finding it hard to keep your eyelids open? Does that sound like you? If that's something that you do, then definitely keep staying tuned. Do you find that you are doing maybe a few health or wellness practices? Maybe you're finding yourself that you are trying to get some sunlight every day, or maybe you are drinking your smoothies every day, or maybe you do feel like you're eating healthy, but you feel like you're not really getting the results that you want to be getting. Maybe your results are you maybe want to lose a few pounds, or maybe even gain a few pounds to get to a healthy weight, whatever that is. This masterclass is definitely going to be for you, because these secrets are going to help you really figure out what it is that's preventing you from getting to the health that you want to be at. So the issue with a lot of these things is that most of what we've been told about health and wellness, if we've been told about health and wellness at all, is really completely wrong. Achieving a steady level of positive and high vibe energy is really completely wrong. Most of us are, bombarded with, news and media and all this information from other, health professionals out in the world, pumping the latest product, like the bulletproof coffee and all this other stuff that is supposed to help you fuel your body. But your body naturally has its own reserves, and it has its own way of healing and reviving itself. And so when you tap back into your body's natural abilities to heal itself, to revive itself, and to really thrive, and you remove all the things that are really preventing it from doing so, then you'll find that your energy starts to naturally restore itself. So I sort of discovered these secrets a while ago. Almost 10 years ago, I was struggling with burnout and fatigue at a really young age, actually, because I was a very creative spirit, I am a very creative spirit. I was always doing stuff. I was in college and I was struggling with having enough energy. Back then I was taking like 7 or 8 classes at the time, and I was a music major in college. So if you know anything about being a music major in college, you know that you're going to have a very busy schedule. So from 8 a.m., like my day started from like 6 a.m. waking up and then getting ready for school and then driving to my college campus and then having to take a bus to get to my college campus and walking all around to my various different classes from 8 a.m. to about 6 p.m. And even after 6 p.m. I still had rehearsals and stuff like that. So I had a jam-packed schedule and I was struggling with energy because I was like, well, I need energy. I don't know, why am I so tired all the time? Well, I know I was tired because I was always busy, but I'm like, I'm young, I'm vibrant. Why am I struggling with this? I should be able to have enough energy. And that's where I started to really dive into the power of health, the power of plants, the power of food, and the power of wellness practices that I just hadn't really been taught how to like fuel this busy schedule of mine. And I really wanted to know, what can I do to really like fuel my energy naturally without having to, you know, I really am not like a proponent of like, you know, having to rely on my doctors. And, you know, even when I did go to the doctor and stuff like that, it's not like they really helped me, you know, really discover how to fuel my energy naturally. So basically, the one thing that you need to know is that in order to transform your life, in order to reset your life and reset your energy, you really have to stop doing these certain things that I'm gonna share with you in this masterclass and start doing the things that I'm also going to share with you in this masterclass, right? So you really gotta stop, you know, the putting in the junk and all this other stuff that I'm going to talk about and start doing more of what I'm going to share with you. So let's talk about, let me just first introduce you to who I am if you don't know who I am. My name is Rachael Alexander. I am a certified health coach and yoga. Okay, give me a second. It's saying that I'm wondering if this is still working. Okay, I'm hoping that you guys can still see me. Having a little bit of technical difficulty. Let's see. Okay, I'm hoping that this is still working. Okay, so back to just really quickly introducing myself. My name is Rachael Alexander. I'm a health and wellness coach, a certified health and wellness coach, and also a yoga instructor. And I'm the creator also and founder of not only this group, but also of Divine Earth School and Indigo Ray Wellness, Indigo Ray TV. And I really help busy professionals and entrepreneurs gain their health and their wellness back naturally with natural methods, mind, body, and spirit practices, and the power of nutrition as well. So my sort of superpower is just trying to helping you get it back to you, who you truly are, so that you can fuel your purpose-driven life in your life and in your business and or career. So for the past few years, I've really helped people really get back to who they truly are so that they can really find these simple tricks and tips and tricks that they can actually implement into their lives to start to see dramatic improvements. So, you know, as I shared with you, I just shared with you my story. I struggled with these things too. And once I've found these secrets that I'm gonna share with you, it really helped me to transform my life. So let's go ahead and dive into these secrets, okay? So the first key that you want to do, the first secret of really helping you to transform your life and re-energize your energy is to change your thoughts, right? To transform your mindset. And a lot of times, what do I mean by that? But basically what I mean by that is when you are transforming your thoughts or you're transforming your mind, you're taking, a lot of times we have so much negative thought patterns that we aren't even aware of that is actually draining and depleting us of energy. And so when we don't address the mindset, we don't address how we are seeing the world, our viewpoint of how we're seeing our lives, we don't realize that stress actually is, I would beg to say that stress is probably the #1 killer of many people in the world, because we just aren't addressing this underlying stress. Our parasympathetic systems and our nervous system is not designed to be on high stress. If you ever study animals, and you study just nature in general, and you study animals, like if you study who we are, like we have a stress, a flight, fight, or flee reaction in our bodies that are designed to keep us away from predators, right? So back in the day when we had to live in, ancient times, I guess, when at some point in the world where we had to live out in nature and have to like protect ourselves from, the natural world around us, we had these fight, flight, or flee systems already built into our systems. And so our adrenaline would spike and we would like run and hide and take cover in order to protect ourselves from being eaten or, from storms or whatever, right? But the problem with nowadays, right, is that we are constantly, because of our thoughts, because of the stress levels, our stress levels are at an all-time high. And so this natural adrenaline and cortisol that's being pumped into our systems are constantly going on and on and on and on. So day after day, we're constantly putting ourselves in this fight, flight, or flee sort of response and reaction in our lives because we aren't addressing our internal systems. We aren't addressing our mindsets and our emotional health and well-being. And so that's why I'm talking about changing your thoughts, transforming your mind, because when you transform your mind and you start to get back to calming your parasympathetic and your nervous system so that you aren't constantly pumping cortisol into your system, which taxes your adrenals, which taxes your kidneys and all this other stuff. It really taxes your immune system and lowers your ability to have a high immune system to deal with your day-to-day life. You aren't going to be able to thrive in the way that you want to. So that's why transforming your mind and changing your thoughts to be more positive, to be having better self-care methods will help you to raise your energy levels, because you're not constantly being in that fight, flight, or flee sort of response to your life, right? And so that's the key number one, or secret number one, is to change your thoughts and transform your mindset. So that's why that is important. So let's talk about step number 2, or key secret number 2, is to eat more plant-based foods. So the thing about eating more plant-based foods is that plant-based foods naturally are helps you with weight loss and weight gain, especially. I've had a number of different people, say that I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to maintain my healthy weight. I'm actually trying to gain weight, right? But eating more plant-based foods helps to improve your digestion. It helps you to naturally fuel your energy more positively. And it also helps you to eliminate a lot of the major diseases and things that are plaguing most Western societies nowadays. So the top 3 killers of, humans on the planet right now, which is cancer, diabetes, heart disease, those type of things, the plant-based diet has scientifically been proven to eliminate or even eradicate and help reverse these diseases, right? So, the plant-based diet also helps to eliminate massive hormonal issues, skin problems, just so many things. There's so much scientific evidence nowadays that proves that the plant-based diet is the number one diet to reverse the top 5 killers of humans on the planet, and to reverse a lot of major diseases that people have and symptoms that people struggle with, right? So here's why it's important to eat more plant-based foods. When you eat more plant-based foods, basically you're giving your body its natural fuel. So they've done a lot of research, right? And they basically found out that us as human beings, we aren't necessarily omnivores. Now, am I telling you that you have to give up meat for the rest of your life, meat, dairy, and whatever? No, you are a divine being and you get to choose what you want to do with your life, right? But I'm just getting back to the science that when you eat more plant-based, am I completely vegan? No, I'm not completely vegan, and I don't claim that label because I just don't do labels in general. But I am, I will say that I eat majority, if like not, 99 to 100%, depends on the week, 90 to 100% of the time I'm eating plant-based foods. Why is this so important? is because when you're eating the fuel of your species, you're naturally going to feel better. You're naturally, it's like giving, if you hear all these kind of footsteps around, I have a lot of dogs and cats around, but it's like saying giving a cat like a whole bowl of fruit. The cat isn't going to know what to do with that because the cat is not a frugivore. The cat is a carnivore. As humans, we are naturally herbivores and rather frugivores. We're naturally frugivores. They've done studies where they study the molars, they study our digestive tracts, and they study, just our physiological, frugivores naturally have 5 fingers, and they have lower teeth, right, where it's not jagged like a carnivore, where a carnivore can just go out and slaughter some other type of animal and eat the meat right there without having to cook it. Most humans, we cannot consume meat, dairy, and stuff without having to process it in some way, form, or fashion, right? And that right there just lets you know that eating more plant-based foods is the natural diet for the frugivore, which we as humans are. So I'm not saying that you can't do whatever, you have free will, but the more plants that you incorporate into your diet, the better you are going to feel. I've had several people, several clients and customers, just rave about just adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet. So that is what you want to do. So maybe you are already doing this, but here's the step that you can walk away with this secret is that start adding more plants to your diet. Maybe you're already eating oatmeal in the morning. Instead of just eating oatmeal, add some berries to the oatmeal, add some bananas, right? Or maybe you're doing more smoothies. Make sure that your smoothies are predominantly plant-based, not adding a whole bunch of dairy or hello, welcome. Not adding a whole bunch of dairy to your smoothies and stuff, but making sure that if you're going to do your smoothies, that you opt for more plant-based milks or stuff like that. If you're going to, maybe you're doing some sort of meal, make sure that you're adding a salad to your plate, making sure that majority of your plate, when you look at your plate for lunch and dinner and stuff, that most of the foods that you're consuming are from plants, right? So whether you're adding more salads or greens or vegetables, right? Maybe you're having, a fruit for snack or, some nuts and seeds or berries or whatever for your snack. Making sure that you're adding more plant-based foods to your diet and to your lifestyle is going to make you feel more just better in general, because we are in essence frugivores in general. So that's secret number 2. Let's go to secret number was that secret? Yes. Secret number 3 is to support your body's natural detoxification system, right? So our bodies naturally detoxify. So let me talk about what is detoxification. Detoxification is a process of getting rid of harmful substances, chemicals, and basically toxins from your body. And our bodies naturally do this on a day-to-day basis. And the top 3 things that your body uses, the top 3 systems that your body uses is your liver. Your liver naturally it's designed to get rid of harmful toxins, chemicals, and substances and stuff like that we put in it on a daily basis. Your liver is literally designed to get rid of these things. And the way that we can support the liver is by eating more plant-based foods, eating foods that naturally help the liver do its job better, right? So eliminating the junk, eliminating the standard American diet, the chips, I'm trying to think of, the breads, the processed bread, the white flours, the sugar-laden granola bars or bagels and all that stuff that we tend to eat in our society actually taxes the liver. So the best way to support the liver is to eliminate those foods and replace them with more plant-based foods, right? The second system that our body uses to help detoxify us on a day-to-day basis is our digestive system. That's essentially what our digestive system is. It's a waste system. It literally helps us to eliminate junk, right? So we're eating our food, and the digestive system is not only absorbing the food, right? And it's not only absorbing, but it's assimilating, processing, and then it's eliminating the waste, right? So every time you eat food, think of your digestion. It's this beautiful system that knows how to go through the food and sort out what nutrients it can take, so it can send to the different parts of your body, send to the different systems and different processes that is going on in your body. So your digestive system is the number 2 thing that that your body uses to naturally detoxify itself, right? So it naturally gets rid of waste. The number 3 system is what I like to call sort of the lymphatic system. And so this is sort of like the natural, if you think of, we have the bloodstream, right? And then we have the blood system, and then we have the lymphatic system. The blood system is all about assimilating nutrients, building cells, and making sure that our body gets the nutrients and the different, organs and systems. You have your, the various different organs that we have: kidneys, the liver, the gallbladder, the stomach, and all these different organs that we have going on. But, to our hands, to our feet, your body is naturally smart and intelligent and knowing where to send these things. And that's what the blood system is. Now, the lymphatic system is there to help eliminate waste. And how the lymphatic system uses, it's sort of like, if you think of just these veins kind of going through all of your body, but it uses the kidneys and it uses the skin. So those are the two sort of branches under the lymphatic system that and it also uses the digestive system, right, to get rid of waste and toxins. But that's what the importance, those 3 things are: the liver, the digestive system, and the lymphatic system. So these systems, or these organs and systems and tools, naturally detoxify the body on a day-to-day basis, right? And a lot of times what happens is, when we have been putting so much junk into our bodies, or we're using chemical processes to clean our houses, or we're getting gasoline or getting pollution in the air that's getting into our skin and stuff, the body has to go work overtime to get rid of these chemicals and harmful substances that we keep putting into our bodies, that we're consuming with our food, or that we're getting from our surroundings, from the harmful sort of chemical cleaners that we're using and stuff like that, or the harmful makeup or lotions and stuff that we use. Those toxins are we're overloading our system with these toxins all the time in just our modern day society. And so the best way to support your body's natural detoxification is to do what I talked about in step number 2, which is to eat more plant-based foods. And I also encourage you to, if you ever want to get into just doing a cleanse, like a 7-day cleanse where you're just doing mostly raw foods, and then you're incorporating other herbs like dandelion root or burdock root and stuff like that, to help the body, the liver, do its natural detoxification process. So eating more plant-based foods is going to support these 3 systems in doing their job to eliminate toxins and waste and stuff, which is also going to help you boost your energy, because once you have these things that are eliminated and not bogging you down, you're naturally going to feel revived. You're naturally going to feel more alive and more in tune with your body, because you're not constantly having these harmful substances affecting your mindset, affecting your gut, affecting your digestion, and affecting your moods, right? So food does affect your mood. That's definitely, a secret to just know about that. Secret number 4 is all about watching your sugar intake. So the thing about sugar is that in today's society, sugar is really it's really laced in everything, and it comes in so many different labels that you never really know about it. So the most common label that maybe you've heard about is high fructose corn syrup, right? Or corn syrup, or fructose, or other different names that they have for it. But sugar is actually, sugar that is found in fruits and vegetables are good for you, because our body it runs on sugar. As frugivores, we need sugar, right? But the type of sugar that I'm talking about is the man-made processed sugars that we've literally extracted from these plants and like turned into like chemicalized weapons, basically, if you want to call it that, that really actually tax our body's detoxification system and our immune system, right? So sugar really doesn't, it makes you feel groggy. It taxes your liver, your kidneys, and all this other stuff that it really just doesn't support you. So you really want to watch your sugar intake. And the way you want to do this is be sure that if you're going to eat foods, make sure that you're not eating foods that already, stay away from packaged foods as much as you possibly can. And try to eat more whole plant-based foods, right? So most packaged foods to some degree have loads of sugar. Even the things that you don't think have sugar in them have sugar, right? Like if you think of your granola bars, if you think about your bagels, your cereal, of course, yogurt is a huge thing that they just lace with sugar. I'm trying to think of, your juices and your, I'm just thinking of things that we eat all the time, right? Your crackers and cookies and those things like that. These things are always laced with these sort of man-made sugars, and your body has to go, like if you're thinking about the type of fuel, if you're thinking about like, let's say you're going to put like just sugar in your regular car tank, like white granulated sugar in your car tank, your car would stop running. That's the same thing with our bodies, except our bodies are a lot more resilient than a car. So even though we're lacing and putting all this sugar into our body still is struggling to get through it and struggling to detoxify as quickly as it can to get back to a point of homeostasis, right? So watching your sugar intake is key number 4, and being more mindful of the products that you're using and making sure that it's not added sugars. If you're like even spaghetti sauce, if you read like major brands like Prego and all this stuff, they add so much sugar just to make, and preservatives and chemicals and stuff like that, just to keep things on a shelf life. If you ever think about the types of foods that you have in your cabinet, in your cupboards, if you have something in your cabinet or cupboard that has been there for over other than like grains and nuts and seeds and stuff like that, but like packaged foods that's been there and it has like a 6-month span for staying good and fresh, that's something that you kind of want to avoid. You want to think about eating more fresh and even like frozen fruits and vegetables, right? Because these things that stay on the shelf, they put a lot of chemicals, they put a lot of preservatives, they put a lot of different substances in them in order to keep the shelf life. And these billions of dollar corporations that's how they make their billions, is to make sure you create a product that can last long enough for people to consume and, have in their cupboards and stuff like that, right? But on a health basis, for us as, the American or the westernized people, what's going on with these products is that it's not helping us thrive. It's not giving us the natural energy because it's basically dead food, right? You want to eat living foods that are alive, are going to make you feel alive. You see what I'm saying? So that's key number 4, which is to watch your sugar intake. Key number 5 is to embrace the fat. And so what I'm talking about here is there was this whole low fat thing. Everything was low fat and do this low fat. Well, this goes against one of the things I was already talking about, which is try to stay away from packaged foods in general. But a lot of times there was this whole fat scare, and now there's this whole sugar scare, right? And anytime you kind of see these things where it's called nutritionism, where, media and stuff like that is kind of like trying to demonize a specific nutrients that our body needs, be aware of that, because that's just basically propaganda. We do need fat as humans. Like fat is definitely essential in our body's processes and being able to function on a day-to-day basis. Now, the types of fats that we need are very specific. We need the omega-3s and omega-6s mainly to fuel our brains, to fuel our digestive system. There's so many different benefits of eating healthy plant-based fats, right? And so instead of thinking about the types of fats that you want to stay away from are the trans fats, the hydrogenated oils, the other types of fats that just kind of harm our system. So hydrogenated oils, or if you think about like the peanut oils or the canola oil or the I'm trying to think of the different types of oil, There's so many different oils that they use that just kind of wreaks havoc on our system and really taxes our detoxification systems, right? But how you embrace the fat is eating more plant-based fats. So things like hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, right? Eating more avocados, eating more nuts and seeds. Walnuts are really good for your brain. Eating more, just the whole seeds, nuts and seeds family is going to help you give your body the natural energy that you need. So if you're thinking about making your smoothies, maybe adding, a tablespoon of raw almond butter to it, right? That will help you feel more satiated. Fat helps you feel more satiated. And we need these healthy fats to fuel our energy in our bodies, right? So that's key number 5. Let's talk about key number 6, which is all about basically valuing your vision and exploring your passions, right? So this gets back to the whole mind-body thing. And the way that you reset your life is really getting clear on what you want for your life, right? And being specific about that, and then making sure that the decisions that you're making in your life are in alignment with that. So many times, from key number 1, when we're having negative thought patterns and stuff, we aren't in a headspace to actually give ourselves the time enough to dream and to explore our passions and to do what we love to do. And so one of the things that really can deplete your energy is to continue to do stuff that does not light you up, to continue to maybe be in a career that doesn't light you up. Maybe you're at a job that completely taxes you, but you feel stuck and stagnant and like you can't get out of it. Really, that's just a mindset, and you can do anything that you want to do because you are a divine being. You are the one creating your life, right? So these sort of processes of not giving ourselves the time to value your vision or even have a vision for your life, right? Like, what do you want to do? And a lot of times, some people will say, especially older people sometimes will say, well, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I've been doing this career for the last 20 years and I'm not lit up by it at all, but I have no idea what I'm excited to do. And one of the things is, well, you know what you don't want to do. And so the key with this is, with valuing your vision and exploring your passions, is all about understanding that if you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, right? Because by having an idea of the fact that you don't like X, Y, and Z, you know that the opposite of X, Y, and Z might be something that you want to explore. So giving yourself that time to explore your passions, to explore what your vision is for your future, for your life, is really going to boost your energy, because you're no longer stressing yourself out. You're no longer taxing your adrenals, taxing your body systems with stress hormones and stuff like that, because you are more in tune and more balanced with who you want to be on the planet. So that's really the step number 6, is really valuing your vision and exploring your passions, giving yourself the space to do what you love to do in your life. If you spend your entire life just doing things that you don't love doing, that's naturally going to make you feel burned out. It's naturally going to deplete your energy. You're naturally going to not want to do things. You're just going to be so burned out and so tired that you have no desire to do anything. So any creative projects or things that spending time with people that light you up, or going outside in nature, or doing whatever lights you up, is not going to even be a thought in your mind, because you're so depleted. You see what I'm saying? So those are the 6 wellness secrets, really to help you reset your life, right? And if you're like most people, you have done either one of these things or multiple of these things, and you haven't really gotten the results that you want, right? But in order to, really eliminate burnout and eliminate fatigue and get back to feeling whole and wholesome and living your best life, really, you have to clearly change these things in your life to really get results, right? These 6 things, you can't just do one thing and kind of skip the other, right? Like some of the things that I discovered back in the past was, you can't simply just eat plant-based foods and think that that's going to fix your problem. Yes, it's going to dramatically make you feel better, but if you're not addressing the mindset piece, then you're still going to feel depleted. So it's all encompassing. You see what I'm saying? So the 6 secrets that you need to take, let's just do a really quick recap is change your thoughts, transform your mindset. Step number 2 was to eat more plant-based foods. Key number 3 is to support your body's natural detoxification system. Key number 4 is to stay, key number 3 is to stay hydrated. Hold on, I skipped stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, I forgot that one. That was key number 4 was stay hydrated, which is to consume more water. Key number 5 is to embrace the fat. And key number 6 is to value your vision and explore your passions. And those are the 6 keys, 6 wellness secrets rather, to help you reset your life and feel more in tune and eliminate burnout and fatigue for good, okay? So what I've shown you basically is the exact system that I've personally used to eliminate burnout and fatigue in my own life. And if you'd like me to help you implement everything that I've gone over, I'd be honored. So here's how we will do it. I'd like to introduce you to my Back to Nature challenge. You've heard me sort of promote it maybe on my social media or maybe in your email inboxes. But I'm not going to get all hypey because you've listened to me, right? And you've heard my story and and you know what I'm saying can help you. So the Back to Nature challenge really helps you eliminate burnout and go from, burnout and fatigue to really just blissful and more balanced and in tune with yourself. So it's all about, creating great nutrition and a support system, along with knowing the right kind of wellness practices and combinations to nourish your body and nurture your mental and physical well-being back to health. So the first thing that Back to Nature is going to help you do is really to create a systematic system that helps you do all the things that we talked about in this masterclass. It's going to help you implement these 6 wellness secrets into your life in a systematic way, a step-by-step way, so that these new habit patterns become part of your daily life and part of your new way of being, so that you feel more revitalized, so that you feel more rejuvenated and refreshed. Not just this one-time thing, but now you have a system that you can go back to that will help you create that self-care, create that self-love, and help you to support your body's ability to fuel your passions and fuel your life, okay? So that is basically what the Back to Nature challenge is really going to help you do. So imagine if you could actually wake up in the morning and feel super excited to get out of bed because you have the energy to do so. Imagine instead of waking up in the morning and fiending for that first cup of coffee, you actually feel super energized and you're actually excited to drink a smoothie instead, or eat some oatmeal or a plant-based meal instead, right? And that you don't feel wired and having that sort of crash at 3 p.m. in the evening, right? Imagine if that was your life, that you woke up and you actually had space and time to create more wholeness and wellness in your life, and you felt energized and you felt excited about your day. And even as you're going throughout your day, your busy schedule, that you are still feeling in alignment and in tune. And even if maybe you feel you might have gotten off track a little bit, you have a system, or you have processes and tools that you can do, simple tricks and tools that you can implement into your life that actually help you stay back on track and help you stay recentered to who and what you truly are. This is truly the ultimate game changer. And that's why I created the Back to Nature challenge, 21 days to reset your life, right? So if you are interested, let's talk about the things that you get when you join the Back to Nature challenge. So if you're ready to commit to getting these transformational challenges, here's what you will get. In the challenge, it's a 3-week challenge, 21 days, reset your life in 21 days. You're gonna get weekly guidebooks, and we're gonna touch on the mind, body, and soul. And each week is dedicated to each of these 3 processes. So in the weekly guidebooks, they're really gonna be packed with information and action steps, small action steps that you can spend just 20 to 30 minutes a day to actually implement into your life. in order to improve your health and your well-being long term, right? So instead of giving you like these long drawn out modules where you have to spend hours, it's these short actionable daily things that you're going to do every day is laid out, and you're going to know exactly what to do to start to reboot your energy, reboot your health, right? That's the first thing that you're gonna get, is the weekly guidebooks. The second thing that you're gonna get is the recipe guides and suggested meal plans and shopping lists, right? So instead of knowing, maybe eating plant-based is something that's newer to you, I'm going to help you offset that. So you're going to get delicious, healthy, and supportive recipes for vegans and those who choose to eat omnivore as well. I'm not just going to leave you out and hanging. If you still choose to eat, meat and stuff, there's a healthier way that you can do that. So I offer those recipes as well. So I have a vegan option, and then I have an omnivore option as well, catering to all of you, so that way you can still thrive during this challenge and beyond. So everything will mostly be plant-based, filled with easy, nutritious, and easy to make recipes that really supports your body's natural functions, right? So even though, for the omnivore, most of the stuff will be plant-based, but you still can add some healthier options of protein that will still be in alignment with you. And with the meal plans and shopping lists, it's going to be zero hassle approach with 4 full weeks of meal planning done for you, and shopping lists to tell you exactly what you need. So when you go to the grocery store, you just bring your shopping list and you can just check off the things that you need and add them to your cart. The third thing that you're going to get is email support. So you're going to be receiving daily emails with information and tips and tricks, support and advice, and so much more. So every day you know what to do, you know how to feel supported, and you're not in this alone, right? And the other thing that you're going to get is group coaching. So I'm going to be coaching you every step of the way. This is basically the next best thing to actually having me in your kitchen or having me on speed dial, right? So there'll be daily office hours in our private Facebook community, but also daily email guidance. And I'm also going to be doing live videos like this, where you can get on and ask me questions and get your concerns and stuff like that met, and basically have access to me sort of as your health coach through this process. And then the thing is that this is all easy online access. So you're going to get the daily emails, tips and tricks and all that stuff, but you're also going to be able to access your materials on your computer, tablet, or mobile phone. So you really won't miss a beat. You won't miss a thing, whether you're at home, at work, or on the go. So that is the powerful thing of this challenge. So some of the bonuses that I want to share with you as well. So you're going to get 7 useful handouts during this challenge. You're going to learn, and the 7 useful handouts are, 5 helpful things you can do to cleanse your mind, your monthly go-to affirmations, 3 simple at-home exercises to calm your body, your healthy gratitude and attitude journal, 10 soulful activities to bring you joy, and much, much more. So you're going to get these useful handouts that you can actually take some of these things and start to apply them to your life. Bonus number 2 is that you're going to get access to a private Facebook community, which is members only Facebook group similar to this, but only dedicated to the challenge, to my paid members challenge, for 90 days, where you can talk to the other program participants, get feedback, share your stories, and get all the support that you need during this challenge. Bonus number 3 is that you're also going to get weekly yoga videos. So as a yoga instructor, one of the things that I do is I incorporate yoga to help ease stress, and just to have this sort of systematic approach to helping you stay in tune with your body and keep the blood flow flowing and keep the toxins out and all that stuff. So you're going to get weekly yoga videos from me as well. And then the last thing is for those of you who want to upgrade to what I call the Back to Nature Gold package, is that you'll also get 3 private one-on-one 30-minute coaching calls with me. So if you are interested in that, simply go to bit.ly /Back to Nature Challenge, all one word, no spaces or underscores. Go to bit.ly / Back to Nature Challenge, and I will go ahead and put that in the link once this ends as well. So that is the what you'll be getting when you join the Back to Nature Challenge. So how much is the Back to Nature Challenge? So honestly, because I'm relaunching this, I launched this a few years ago, and I'm relaunching this, and how much the product is, normally it would be $397, but because I'm relaunching this and because it was Mother's Day and stuff like that, the early bird ends tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can join the with all the things that you're getting the weekly guidebooks, you're getting the recipe guides, you're getting the meal plans and shopping lists, you're getting the group coaching calls, you're getting the support emails, you're getting, I'm feeling like I'm missing something. Those are the main things. And then you're also getting useful handouts, the private Facebook community, the weekly yoga videos. And for those of you who want to upgrade those 3 private online coaching calls, you can join the Back to Nature Challenge for just $97 today. The price will be going up after today, and then enrollment will close on, I want to say May 16th at 10 p.m. So I think this Friday or Saturday, at whatever the 16th is, at 10 p.m. Enrollment for this challenge, this round of the challenge, will be closing then. So if you want to join at that discounted price of $97, go to bit.ly/Back to Nature Challenge, and the enrollment, the early bird special is good until 10 p.m. this evening. And after the early bird, the price will go up by $100. So if you're definitely interested in this challenge and you want support in implementing these secrets into your life that I shared with you in this masterclass, then definitely go ahead and sign up for the challenge. I 100% stand behind the Back to Nature Challenge. And, and because of that, it's something that I feel that it will definitely improve your life. And you can just go to the sales page and read all the testimonials from past participants and past clients that I've had. For those of people who have been working with me, I'll just read you like a couple from here just so you can see. From a past participant, Lusanda, she said, "A week later, I'm calmer, more attuned to my spirit self. I started to appreciate nature and the beauty of it. It gives us, and how much I tend not to appreciate it. As a single mom who's an entrepreneur, I am a professional juggler, but that really left me drained. A week later, I'm calmer, more attuned to my spirit self. I have manifested great business opportunities, and to think a week ago, I was so burnt out. I was struggling to get out of bed in the morning, but it's become so much easier since the challenge. It was also great to know that I wasn't doing this alone. I'm a great starter, but I'm bad at finishing. I'm so proud of myself for seeing this through. I am completely changed, and I look forward to continuing the journey." So that's just one of the testimonials. You can just go to the challenge link, bit.ly/Back to Nature Challenge, and read more testimonials and read more about the actual challenge. So I just want to say thank you for joining me for this masterclass. I hope that it was been enlightening for you. So when you finally take action, you want to grab that early bird special by 10 p.m. tonight. Again, the program is just $97. If you join by this evening at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that, it will go up by $100, and you can still join after for about 5 days after. So I'm so super excited to have you. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in this group or shoot me an email at support@divineearthschool.com. Again, my name is Rachael Alexander, and I'm super excited to be continuing to help you throughout your journey. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you. Happy Monday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and light.